I made this Olive Garden inspired creamy chicken and gnocchi soup entirely with ingredients from Dollar Tree. Let me show you how I made it. We need a package of gnocchi, 2 cans of chicken. We'll also need chicken broth, and since Dollar Tree doesn't sell cream, you can either use evaporated milk or cream cheese. I typically use cream cheese because of its rich and tangy flavor. A bag of frozen seasoning blend, and I would prefer frozen spinach, but they didn't have any, so instead I got canned spinach. Lastly, some Parmesan cheese, and that's what we need to make the soup, but I love soup with garlic bread, so I definitely had to pick some up as a side dish, and that brings our total to $11.36. You will need your most beloved and well-seasoned soup pot. Mine is nicknamed Dolly. I added a tablespoon or 2 of oil and our frozen seasoning blend vegetables. I let these saute for a few minutes. I just like to do this when I'm cooking with frozen vegetables. And next we're going to add our entire block of cream cheese, cut it into cubes so it will melt faster. I also added in 3/4 of a cup of water, and you will want to melt the cream cheese fully before moving on to the next step. Next, I added a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, stir that into the melted cream cheese base, and then pour in the entire carton of chicken broth. I also added in my 2 cans of chicken, or you can use about 1 cup of leftover chicken. For seasoning, I added some pepper and a little red pepper flake for spice, but you can choose to leave that out. Bring this all up to a boil before adding in your gnocchi, and then let it continue to boil until the gnocchi starts to float to the top. This will take about 2 to 3 minutes. And at the very end, I added in some of my drained canned spinach. I did about 3/4 of the can, and that is how to make creamy chicken and gnocchi soup with ingredients from Dollar Tree. Serve the soup with toasted garlic bread on the side for dipping. Now, I will admit that I don't know what the Olive Garden version tastes like. I can count on one hand the number of times I've eaten there, and I have definitely never tried their soup. But this is a very good soup. It is rich and creamy. The gnocchi is tender. I know Dollar Tree gnocchi is a love it or hate it ingredient. I personally like it. I think it can grow on you, but if you don't like it, then either feel free to make the gnocchi. You only need a few ingredients, or you can use pasta instead.